Welcome, Hornet Nation, to another edition of Hornet Hockey, where your Bantam Hornets will be taking on the Stillwater Ponies. We are coming to you live from Stillwater St. Croix Arena at the far reaches of the metro area and the state line to boot. So your Hornets are in green. We'll be starting out with Bergmeyer, Wilkins, and Ewers, backed up by Potter and Potts. And we're just moments away from the puck drop. We played Stillwater earlier in the year, and we came away with a victory. Again, this is a scrimmage. Stillwater is not in District 6. So here we go. Potts goes D to Potter, all the way up to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer steals in on the left side. And the puck ends up behind the net. Ponies try to gain control to get their breakout. Charlie wheeling and dealing, banging on the walls. So is Ewers. A lot of boys packed up there. Potter, a quick shot, steered away by the Stillwater tender. Bergmeyer holds the zone. He's looking from the top, throws it down. Weak pass, doesn't quite connect. And here come the Ponies. Pony blows a tire. Potter holds the zone. And I think we're going to get a trip. And we are. And just like that, in the opening stages of this contest, with 14-16 remain.
Sound keeps going, but it's not
This may not work. I don't know what to tell you. All right, sorry about that. We're having some technical difficulties with the audio once again. So if anyone can hear this, let us know on through your channels, and it'll get to Group Me and it'll get to us. So I'll pretend like everyone can hear, and we'll just go from there. Stillwater from the point, firing down, intercepted there by Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer tying up the Ponies at mid-ice. Potts tries to keep him out of the zone, and here come the ponies rolling in right in front. Missed cue opportunity on the pass as the ponies roll behind the net from the corner. Potts pins his man to the wall. Bergmeyer, but the puck deflects and goes back behind the net. Darlene from behind, trying to send it up ice. Intercepted there by the ponies, and now they reverse course. Darlene up to Ewers, just beyond his reach, and the puck goes back down. Wilkins now battling with the puck, trying to wheel it up the wall. Held there, and they went D to D, and the ponies are controlling right at the red line. Puck jabbed into the Hornet zone. Darlene does a stab to keep it out. Wilkins ties up his man right in front of the slot. Ponies doing a good job to maintain holding the zone. Boys battling on the wall. A quick shot. Bergmeyer takes it into the body. Another quick shot. Steered over, but held at the point, and the ponies doing a really good job holding the zone. From the high slot, there's a shot tipped there by Charlie. Charlie now wheeling up. He's taken out. And the ponies control from their zone with speed through the neutral zone. They turn and burn and hold back, resetting. Rink-wide pass now up the boards. All the way back to Mizzle. Mizzle sends it rink wide to Kervita. Kervita through the red line. Chips the puck into the pony zone and gives chase. All the way behind the net. Ferrara tried to pick it up a bit too far, still holding on the wall. Ferrara playing cat and mouse with the pony defender as they try to wheel it out of the zone. Kervita right in the slot. Ferrara! Quick shot on net, turned away by the leg of the pony tender. Ferrara from his knees, wheeling and dealing. Sends it down. Tried to get it to Kervita behind the net, as Mizzle has to reset at center ice. Mizzle wheeling down the right side, dishing the puck down into the pony zone, where the ponies look to set up and bring it out. Held there by Nolan, who chucks it right back down. Once again, if you guys can hear us, let us know, because we have no idea if you can hear us, or if it's choppy and all that kind of stuff. Potter from mid-ice tries to send the puck into the zone. Ponies recover and blast through the red line and send it down into the Hornet zone. Potter from the near side corner dishes it over to Helmer. Helmer up to Dorsey. Dorsey one times it to Ivany, who gets it stick checked, but he still maintains, still wheeling, still dealing, and the ponies now reverse course back the other way. Gaining the line left side, long shot, goes right. Hester now up the boards. Looking to send it to Ivany, a bit too far for Dorsey, and the ponies now send it in as Dorsey holds short. Nice quick shot there to Hester. Hester gains on the right side. He's got Ivany. Can he see him? He's stick-tapped off the puck. Oh, golden opportunity. Now Potter pinches up on the left side, drives it back down into the corner as the ponies are having trouble. There is Potter still wheeling and dealing. Potter looking, sends it back to Potts at the point. He fires, low shot, there's the tip, nothing. And the ponies reverse course. Gaining on the right side, on the top of the circle. Bambury got a piece of it as Potts now looks up ice, looks for his man, jams it up to Dorsey, gets to Ivany. Ivany's got Hester. Hester now, lead man on the puck, gains on the left side as the rest of the Hornets go on for a line change. Hester wheeling around, waiting for help. There it is. Nolan. No, it's Ewers. Ewers tried to send it back to the point, and Darlene will have to reset. Turns, looks up ice, long pass, intercepted by the ponies who throw it right back down, and it becomes an offsides. No score, 8-18. No idea if anyone can hear us. So we'll check the old phone here. We'll assume it's working. Ewers now scrambling, jamming the puck into the zone, and the ponies take advantage of a quick reversal as they try to slide it up, and Darlene is there. Ewers sliding the puck across. It's a foot race for Wilkins. Wilkins into the slot. Wilkins tried to go 5-hole wickets. Shut down by the pony tender. Great little move there, though. That's what we'd like to see. Individual effort by Charlie. As Bergmeyer set to take the draw, tied up in the dot, comes back to Mizzle. Mizzle goes D to D all the way over to Darlene. Darlene fires! Oh, just off the glove of the Pony tender as Mizzle takes up the cause behind the net. Ponies now from the opposite corner looking to break out. Nice headman pass as they roll through the neutral zone. And Ewers tried to take his man out. Pony's got a quick shot off as Darlene comes and he's held up by two Ponies. Mizzled in to help out. Boys all stacked up. Puck tied up on the circle. Bergmeyer trying to wheel and deal, but Ponies control behind the net. A quick stuffer shot. Saved by Bambry. All right, Tammy Potts. You're coming at us 5x5. I guess we can here. That's awesome. All right, Nolan on the draw. Tied up in the dot. Puck sent back. Potts from the corner. Wheels up to Ferrara. Ferrara headmans it all the way up to Kravita with speed. Rolling down the right side. Gains the line. Circles around. Stops short. Looking. Sends it back to Hester. Hester dishes it up the wall. Kravita now banging. Working against two Ponies. Ponies now trying to break it out through the zone. Stopped short there by Helmer. Well done. Nolan now looking. Trying to get up to Kravita. Kravita gets it. Look at him. He's working it through. Yes, Kravita. Yes, Kravita. No, Kravita. Now it's in the corner. He's working it. Puck slides around to the near side corner. Nobody home. Potts up to pinch. Holding the zone. Farrar now wheeling down. Looking to center. Looking. Stuffer. Nothing. Ponies wheeling it up the wall. It's going to come back to Helmer at the point. He shovels it down right into a Pony, and it sneaks out, and it's Potter to the rescue as he resets. Stretch pass, banks off a Pony, but Helmer's there holding the loan. Nolan, long rink wire, goes back to Kavita, stolen by a Pony, wheeling in, held outside by Darlene. What a save by Bambry! It's still free of the crease. What's happening? I don't know. He's covered up. Yes! Wow, what a sequence. And after all that, it's still 0-0 with 6:02 to play in the first. Ivany on with Dorsey and Hester. Puck slides around. Darlene sends it over to Potts on the far side, just on the backside of Dorsey. Long shot. Didn't hit the net, and the Pony's still controlling. From the corner, out front, Potts, there he is in the slot, slides it up to Hester. Hester now working it all the way across, deflected by a Pony, and they slide it back down into the Hornet zone. Darlene goes D to D over to Potts. Potts looks up ice, tries to get it to Hester, intercepted by the Ponies, and they slide it back down. Trying to jam it through, Potts still working his man up to Hester. Hester stops short, Ponies regrouping in the neutral zone. Rink wide pass, bit too far, and Potts will have to go down and touch up. Sends it up to Dorsey. Dorsey tries to one-touch it. He's held up on the wall and then sent back down to Potts. Potts from the corner. Rink wide to Hester. Hester looks up. Rink wide to Ivany. Ivany stood up. Ponies now trying to drive in. Picked up by Darlene behind the net. Ponies holding the zone right into the slot area. Darlene slips it up the wall. It's a bit too far for Dorsey. Dorsey banging on the wall. Ponies still controlling, and they send it right back down. The majority of the play has been in the Hornet zone, as the Ponies have shown a very fierce forecheck. And that one held on to by Bambry with 4:42 remaining. Breakouts, few and far between for the Hornets. They're going to have to pick it up. Bergmeyer on the draw with Wilkins and Ewers, backed up by Mizzelt and Helmer. Boys battling, trying to gain composure, trying to gain control. Mizzelt rubbing his man out, but the Ponies still controlling behind the net. Drop pass right behind, looking to center, all the way down to the far side corner. Puck on its edge, Ponies trying to settle it down at the point. Long shot, tip, nothing. Mizzelt gains control in the near side corner. He slides it up a bit too far for Bergmeyer, and the Ponies reset at mid-ice. Long stretch pass. Helmer's going to pick this one up inside the Hornet zone. as he looks to headman the puck up to Wilkins. Nice pass. Wilkins slides it across to Ewers. Ewers gains the line, stops short, looks, surveys. Sends it down, intercepted by a pony. Sneaks past Helmer, but Mizzle does a good job rubbing his man out. Helmer keeping his man to the outside. Ewers tries to jam it and chisel it up the boards. Now it's Bergmeyer's turn. They're both doing the same. And now we got a bunch of boys all piled up with nowhere to go. Ponies come away with it. It's into the slot. Mizzle chips it out of the zone, and the Ponies reset at the red line. Gaining the line. One pony against four. Taken out. Bergmeyer looks up ice. Gets it to Wilkins. Wilkins stops short. Puck slides into the Pony zone as they look up ice for the break. Ponies throwing it down into the Hornet zone. Potter should meet his man behind the net. Ponies still controlling, looking to center. Right out front, stopped short there by Bambry. Another quick shot, another save. It's still free as Potter bangs it up the wall. Ferrara looking. Hornets just cannot seem to get a solid breakout. And the Ponies either go in. Oh, here's a break for Nolan. Nolan, quick shot. Turned away by the Pony tender. Still in front. There it is. Another bank. Ferrara from the corner looking. Sends it back to Potter. Potter from the point. A quick shot. Deflected. Nolan turns. Burns. Turned away by the Pony tender. Good pressure by the Hornets. Kervita from the corner. Trying to slide it back to Potts. Didn't quite make it. And here come the Ponies on the reverse. Nice job by Potter to stop that play. Sends it up to Kervita, who slams it through. He's working it. Now it's Nolan's turn. Nolan trying to center. He's going to short side. He does it. He does it. Ah, did you see it? I barely saw it, but it went in. On the short side. I think the puck was up on its edge, but who cares? Hornets strike first. 1-0. With 2:16 left in the first. Brendan Nolan with the goal. Him and Kervita were just banging away at it, and Nolan came up finally right in the crease and just put it home. Darlene from deep in the Hornet zone chips it up the wall, gets it to Kervita. Slides it to Nolan, but Nolan couldn't see it on his backhand side, and the Ponies reset, gaining the line on the right side. Rolling in. Mizzle. Stopping cold and gives it up to Kervita. Kervita gaining right in the center slot. Long shot, gloved away by the Pony. And the Tendy holds on with less than 2. So the Hornets bring on fresh horses with Ivany, Dorsey, and Hester. Backed up by Darlene and Mizzle. Ivany on the draw, puck skitters back into the Pony corner, and they go rink wide all the way to the other side. Dorsey trying to stop his man. Now the puck is thrown up on the wall. Mizzle throws it to Dorsey at mid-ice. Dorsey gaining on the right side, looking. Stopping short, stopped by a Pony, and is jammed onto the zone to mid-ice. Darlene looks up, surveys. Tried to slide it through, he gets it. Dorsey chips it into the zone, and the Hornets give chase. Long bank pass up to the Ponies as they're gaining on the right side. Drop pass. Shot goes way wide. Held at the point. Looking. Shot from the circle. That one goes wide. Boy, the Ponies just can't hit the net as they reset back in their own zone. Less than a minute to play as they ring it up the far side. Ponies looking to go rink wide. Tipped there by Ivany, but the Ponies pick it up and gain on the right side. Little dribbler shot steered away by Bambry as Darlene now looks up ice. Long stretch to Hester. Hester's got nobody with him. He's going to have to do it himself. Now he's got some help. Sent down. Dorsey. Oh, Ivany, he didn't see it. Potter steps up. Long chip shot. Steered away by the Tendy stick. Here come the Ponies with the 3-on-2 odd man rush. Darlene's going to have to hold him to the outside. Ponies stopping short. Good job, Darlene. Sends it up to Dorsey. Dorsey fires up to Hester. Hester's got no one. He's got to wait. Now he gains on the left side. Rolling. He's got Dorsey in front. Looking. Stopping short. All the way back to Potter. Potter pinches up. Quick shot. No rebound offered. Here come the Ponies with 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it, people. Hornets 1, Stillwater 0. And we are going to get a resurface because the boys went on in dirty ice. And we'll be back in about 10. Okay, we're about to start the second period. Hornets up 1-0. Again, apologies for some of the technical issues that we've been having. We've had to fire a lot of staff here at the Hornet Hockey Network for substandard performance when it comes to the technical side of this business. The human cost has been high, but that's the standard of excellence we set for ourselves. We demand perfection. And as of this evening, the responsible parties were sacked immediately. So with that said, we start out the game, second period here with Bergmeyer, Ewers, and Wilkins backed up by Potts and Potter. Off the face-off, Hornets control. Potts now wheeling through the neutral zone, gaining the line. Chip from behind by a pony as Ewers saves the day and throws it into the corner. Ewers now wheels, deals, looks, surveys from the circle. Down low, sends it all the way up, back to Potter. Potter looks, sends it right back down. Now it's Wilkins' turn as he shoves it into the corner to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer bangs it down, trying to get it to Ewers. Ewers now holds, sends it right to slot. Yes, yes, yes! Oh, Wilkins just off, a little bit off, almost. Wilkins from the wall, sends it all the way back to Potter. Potter from there, from the circle. Bergmeyer can't quite get the wood on it, and it's sent out of the zone and sent packing as Potts will be the last man back. Swept away by Potter in the slot, looks up ice, gets it to Wilkins. All the way across to Gravita, just a little bit too far. And Bergmeyer has to wait to check up on sides. Banging away on the blue line, boys trying to come away with it. Gravita working his man. Now the ponies try and scoop it through at mid-ice and held up by Potter. Potter Gravita right at the red line, wheels, deals, works his way in, fires! Way off to the left as Mizzle holds his own and shoves it right back down. Gravita from the wall, sending it to Nolan. Nolan right there to Gravita. Gravita, get the wood on it. Yes, the rebound is right there. Yes, Nolan, nothing. Nolan now from the corner. Works it, trying to get it through his man. On the circle, Gravita can't quite get the tip in there. Mizzle pinches up. He's stapled to the wall. And now it slides behind the net for the ponies to break out. They pitchfork it out of the zone. This is going to go all the way down for an icing. And that is indeed the call with 13:04 left in the second frame. Good forecheck sequence by the Hornets. Just couldn't find that magic sauce to put it behind that tender. So we got Hester, Ivany, and Dorsey on. Oh, wait. Hornets got a penalty. Mizzled in the box. I don't know how I missed it. Hornets shorthanded. Ponies setting up behind the net, looking to center that pass all the way around. Nobody in the slot for the Ponies. Strange setup for them as they wheel around the circle back to the point. Chipping down. Hester does a good job. Chip, he's got a break here. He's trying to wheel his way in. Boxed out by the Pony defender. He gains control. He's got Ivany all the way across. There's the slide. There's the shot. Way over the net. Hester tries to hold the line. He's got to reset. Hornets are shorthanded. Doing a great job killing this penalty. Almost looked like the Hornets were on the power play for a second there. As a face-off will come back to the right of Tyler. And Dorsey and Bergmeyer come on in relief, backed up by Potts and Darlene. Dorsey on the draw, steers it away, sends it back to Potts. Potts looks up ice. He tries to chip it out of the zone. It's kicked soccer style and held at the point. Now a low shot. Ooh, tipped. But Bambry got a leg on it. Potts from the corner, tied up by a Pony, still working it. All the way up the wall and slammed out of the zone by Dorsey all the way down for an icing. So 1 minute of the penalty has been killed off. And we'll do it again. Dorsey on the drop. Ponies from the wall, back to the point, looking. They go D to the other point, all the way down to the near far side wall, looking, back to the point again. Down to the near side wall. Ponies setting up, looking, trying to find a lane, all the way up. Nice little save there by Banbury, who legs it away on a tip. Ponies still controlling, working it all the way down. Potts does a good job, stick checking it off the puck all the way out to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer forcing it up the wall. Stopped short by a pony, and they come away on from the circle, looking back to the point. A cranker off target, nothing. Another shot, tipped away by Banbury. Now Darlene from the corner throws it out of the zone all the way down. We should get an icing. 15 seconds remain in the pony man advantage. Nolan, Kervita, come on. Potter and Helmer backing them up with 11:18 left in the second. Hornets 1, Stillwater 0. Nolan on the draw. Tied up in the dot. Helmer comes away to the corner. Throws it all the way around to the far side. Potter picks it up, looks up ice, gets it to Kervita. Kervita slicing his way through the neutral zone, gaining the line. Long shot, tipped away by a pony defender, as both teams now at full strength. Kervita trying to center it. There it is. Oh, a bouncing puck, and Nolan took a baseball swing at it, and now it's covered up by the pony tendy. Nice bit of coordination by Nolan. Oh, we got some sort of penalty. Looks like the ponies are going to the box this time. Cross-checking. And your Hornets will be on the man advantage. So we're going to have Nolan, Ferrara, and Kervita backed up by Mizzelt and Darlene. Puck tied up on the dot. Ponies trying to jab it out. Darlene steps up from the circle, looks, surveys. Sliding across, down low. There's Ferrara. Yes, did you see that right through the wickets? Yes! Beautiful patience shown by Ferrara. He waited for the gates to open up, and he just powered it home. Well done, Ferrara. Nice pass by Darlene to see him down low. Very efficient power play. That lasted about 6 seconds. And the Hornets are up to nothing. Potter from the rear guard sends it back. Now it's Helmer's turn. Helmer, long pass up, banks off the wall. Kervita tries to power through, trying to keep it there. Nolan on the line. He's knocked off the puck. And the puck goes into the corner with Ferrara chasing. Behind the net. Mistake there. Centered out front. Nobody home. As we'll take it from the other side, and the ponies trying to break out. Furious forecheck by the Hornets, as now they go for a partial line change. Puck goes all the way down. We should get an icing. And we do. 10:08. As Bergie, Wilkins, and Ewers come on. Face off deep in the pony territory. Bergmeyer, Ewers now slides it over to Helmer. Picked off by a pony. 3-on-2 odd man rush situation as they just dump it into the zone. Helmer will be the first man to the puck, boxing out a very tall guy. Working it, doing a good job. Bergmeyer coming in, laying down the wood. Ponies come away, looking to center. Helmer still hassling his man. Now it's sent up. Ponies wheeling around the zone. Looking. Sent down low. Potter bangs his man off the puck. Ponies still in control. Now we're going to get a penalty. Roughing call. And the ponies will be shown the gate. So Hornets on another man advantage with Ivany, Dorsey, Hester, backed up by Mizzelt and Potts. Face off to the right of the pony Tendy with Ivany taking the draw. Sent back to Hester, back to Potts. Potts looks across to Mizzelt. Mizzelt slides it down to Ivany on the circle. Ivany looks down to Hester. Hester looks back to Ivany on the wall. Back to Mizzle. Mizzle looks back to Ivany. Ivany can't quite bobble. He's bobbling. And the ponies pick it up and reverse course back the other way. Hester giving him trouble. Mizzle does a good job poking his man off the puck, and the ponies just send it into the Hornet zone. Potts picking it up, trying to jab it through, but it's sent right back down, and Mizzle will have to try again. Mizzle up the wall, being hassled. Ivany trying it. Everyone's getting hassled as Potts now slips it back over to Mizzle. Near side corner, long stretch pass, intercepted by the ponies. Hornets perhaps trying to do too much. It's now Potts throwing it just a bit too far for Dorsey, and it slides down into the pony zone for an icing. So the Hornets really couldn't get anything going on that power play beyond the first sequence. So Bergmeyer, Wilkins, and Ewers will take up the cause. Got about a minute, 10 seconds left in the man advantage. Face off to the right of Bambry. Bergmeyer on the draw. Comes away to Helmer. Helmer curls, looks, sends it back to Dahlin. Dahlin stops short, gets it up to Berge. Berge in the neutral zone, has to curl around, blows a tire. Helmer has to come in and retrieve. Oh, here's a quick opportunity for the ponies. They can't quite capitalize and get it into the slot area. Helmer from behind the net, looking. Nice little reversal. Looks up ice, bangs it up the wall. Intercepted by the ponies, and they get an offsides. And this will bring it right outside the Hornet zone. Bergmeyer on the draw, sent up. Charlie trying to bang it through up the wall. Bergmeyer in relief, coming in behind. Puck slides on the wall all the way over to Ewers. Ewers throws it into the zone before we're getting dumped, and the ponies chip it up the wall. It's going to come all the way back to Dahlin. He sends it D to Helmer. Helmer on the right side, gaining the line, walking into the wall, dropping it for Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer on net. There's a tip. Yes, did you see Wilkins tip that? Yes, he did. He tipped it right in with the deftness and composure of a guy who knew he was going to score, Charlie Wilkins. And it is now 3-0 Hornets. From the point, it wasn't even really a shot. It was just kind of a pass, and Charlie just stuck his stick out and tipped it home. Well done. Puck slides into the Hornet zone. Potter meets his man, and the puck skitters behind the net. Ponies controlling, looking to get something going. Nolan loses his stick. Oh, there's a shot right out front. Hits traffic. Potter banging his man, taking him down. Ponies all over the ice, and here comes Ferrara. Chipping it up. Kurvita racing. Sticked off the puck. Still in the corner. Slides it back to Ferrara. Out front. Just a bit off target to Nolan. Here come the ponies on the reverse. Nolan in. Done a good job back checking. Kurvita as well, holding things up. Potter now reversing course through the red line. Gains on the left side. Walks down, walks around, looking to center, looking around the net. Out front. Sticked away by the ponies. Look at Potter. He's still rolling in the high slot. Waffled away by the pony tender. All the way back to the point. It's Potter. Who else? Kurvita now. Banging his way, trying to hold the zone. Comes back to Potter. Potter throwing it on net. Rebound opportunity. Oh, and it almost scored by the ponies almost scored on themselves. And this will go down for an icing. Good pressure by the Hornets. Shots are almost even. 17-16. As Ivany, Dorsey, and Hester come in, backed up by Dahlin and Mizzle. Ivany on the draw, tied up in the dot. Ponies come away. Rolling through the neutral zone. They just shove it into the zone and send it all the way back. Mizzle from behind the net tried to shovel it around to Dorsey. Got intercepted. Now Ivany from behind the net surveys. Sends it up to Hester. One-time pass. Can't held. Here come the ponies. Long shot. Off target. Rebound. Dahlin back there banging. Everyone's banging. No one can gain control. And now the ponies come away in the corner. Dorsey tries to intercept on the wall. Ponies pinch up. Hold the zone. Now rolling down. Long high shot. up into the webbing. I tell you, boys, it's that breakout. You actually have to break out. Don't forget to break out. Everything else will take care of itself. 6:04 left in the second. 3-0 Hornets. As Bergmeyer comes in to take the draw. Back to the point. Ponies throw it all the way down and ring it around the boards. Helmer from behind the net. Intercepted by the Ponies behind. Bergmeyer comes in, knocks his man off. There's a centering shot. Here's a cranker into the skates of Bergmeyer. Ponies throwing it right back down again. Dangerous. Right behind the net. Helmer picks it up, looks up ice. Bank pass up the wall, a little bit too hot for Ewers. Now the Ponies come back, quick reverse the other way, 3-on-2, odd man rush. Rolling in around the circle, tripped, no call, excellent. It's Ewers. Bergmeyer throwing it up, gets it to Charlie, a little bit beyond. Ewers can't hold the zone, now it's Bergmeyer's turn. Ewers picks it up on the wall. Now we got a high sticking call on somebody. It's Potts. And the Hornets will be shorthanded with 5:20 remaining. I didn't see the play. It must have been off the puck. But Bergmeyer and Wilkins in to kill this one off, backed up by Darlene and Potter. Wilkins will take the draw to the left of Bambry. Ponies hold in on the wall, send it down low. From the circle, looking. Trying to drive in on the dot. There's a quick shot. Gloved away. Flashing the leather is Tyler Bambry, who has a clean slate right now, halfway through this contest. So we'll do it again. Wilkins ties up in the dot. Puck skitters across the crease. Darlene will be the first man as he bangs his man into the wall. Puck in the high slot. Now down to the wall, looking into the slot area. No one could contain it. Now from the opposite side, a quick shot. Nobody home for the rebound. Back to the point. Nice chip shot there. Oh, and Bergmeyer almost stole one there. From the point, from the circle. Long shot. Once again, Bambry. Ponies are going up high, and that's costing them. They either miss the net or it's easy pickings. I say that because nothing's easy, but good visibility sight lines for Tyler. .124 left in the Pony man advantage with Nolan on the draw. Tied up on the dot. Boys banging on it. Who's going to come away? I don't know. All the way back to the point. Ponies hold it. Get it down to the dot. Up on the wall. Can Ewers steal it? Yes, he can. 2-on-1. Sliding over to Nolan. Nolan in his skates. He can't quite find it. I think that should have been offsides, but who cares? All the way down. Ponies now resetting and going for the breakout through the neutral zone. Holding on the line. Ponies slide it across. Now into the slot. Looking to dish it across. No connection there. Ewers now banging up the boards and sending it all the way down for an icing. Less than a minute in the man advantage as Ferrara and Kervita come on in relief. With Helmer and Mizzle backing them up. 4:10 left in the second. Puck tied up on the dot, comes back to the point. Wheeling across, throwing it down to the near side circle. Back to the point, back to the circle. Down low, looking to center, looking. Drop pass to no one, and Ferrara picks it up. He's got time. He banks it up to Kervita. Kervita slides it up the wall. It's a foot race, and the Ponies get there first. Kervita trying to box him out. Long stretch pass on his backhand side. The Pony had to wait for it. Mizzle does a good job interfering. Here it comes. Here's a quick shot. No connection. Fired wide. Mizzle now rolling through the neutral zone, looking up. Just chipping it down into the zone. And with about 6 seconds left, the Hornets have effectively killed off this penalty. Puck sneaks out. Darlene now holds at the red line. Throws it rink wide to nobody. And Potter has to bang it up the wall. Held on the red line. Potter's still working at it. Now Dorsey in to play the Wolf. Ponies resetting in their own zone. Held in by Hester. Hester from the dot. Fires. And saved by the Pony tender. So we finish up that line change. We got Dorsey, Hester, and Ivany backed up by Darlene and Potter. Ivany on the drop. Ponies come away behind the net, surveying, looking, ringing up the near side boards. All the way back to Darlene, a quick shot, banging off equipment left and right. Hester shovels it down to Ivany. Ivany from the corner, looking across, sliding it across. Dorsey was tied up in front of the net. All the way down to Ivany in the corner, now banged up the wall. What penalty could that be? I don't know, because he basically ran into our defender. This will be interesting. A tripping call, whatever. But nonetheless, the Hornets are now shorthanded with 2:36 left in the second. Dorsey on the draw. Tied up in the dot, all the way down. Mizzle rolls it around, held at the point. Ponies down on the circle, trying to work it. Ivy does a good job holding his man to the outside. Now from the high slot, back to the point. Ponies looking, firing low. It's up in the air, nowhere. Dorsey now flinging it up the wall. It's held out. Here's a break for Ivany. Ivany rolling. Bring the thunder, Ivany. Yes, you can do this. Oh, and he's tied up. Yes, no, it's in. Did you see that? Yes. He dipsy doodled. He got his own rebound. And that's it. It's 4-0. We'll take that shorty any day of the week. As Ivany was tied up, but he was fortunate enough to get his own rebound. He just finessed it in. Ponies from mid-ice looking to regain composure and some semblance of control as they try to work the last minute and 20 seconds of their man advantage. Hornets up 4-0. I don't remember the score of the last time we played, but it certainly wasn't a washing like this. The score, or the play is closer than the score suggests. But I guess that's a rather academic as the Ponies go D to D and look up ice. D to D again, sliding up the wall. Potter pinches, throws it down into the Stillwater zone. Ponies from behind the net, looking to break out. On the wall, rink-wide pass, gets tipped, and it's going to be Potts who bangs it back the other way for the Ponies to reset. Ponies head-manning the puck through the neutral zone a bit too far, and that's going to be an icing with 1:23 left in the second. .47 seconds left in the man advantage as Kervita and Dorsey come on, backed up by Potter and Potts, to kill off the rest of this penalty. Dorsey on the draw. Puck slides back into the Pony corner as they go behind the net and now look up ice. Through the slot area, dangerous. Step up, Potts now drives it back down into the zone. Dorsey gives chase. Sliding back up the wall, Potts pinches again, slides it right back down. Ponies having a hard time breaking it out of their zone. They slide it back behind the net again, and a miscued pass. Trying to shovel it out of the zone. No connection on the pass, and Potter nicely reverses course again, and slides it all the way back down for the Pony reset. 10 seconds left in the Pony man advantage. Less than a minute to play in the second period. Dorsey steals the puck, walks around, slides it up to Kervita, but it's a bit too far. Ponies throwing it up on the wall. Hester out of the box. Here's a chance for the Ponies as they walk in. Stick checked away by Potter, stolen by Potts. Now Potts advances. Slides it up to Kervita. Kervita's got Hester. Hester on the left side, rolling in. A shot across. No connection to Kervita, just a bit too far. Bergmeyer chasing his man in the corner, pushing him off the puck, but the Ponies now drive back the other way. Good forecheck by the Hornets. Ewers and Charlie keep them pinned down in their own zone. Potts once again pinches up, and that'll do it. That'll cash it. 4-0 Hornets. They're actually being outshot right now, 22-19, but who cares? And we'll be back in 30 seconds.
being on mute.
Oh! Apparently we were on mute for 4 minutes there, and that was by far my best commentary of the year. Darlene shoves his man off the puck. Again, we're going to have to fire more people from the Hornet Hockey Network. Ponies rolling in, looking to get a shot off right in the slot area, steered aside. Puck free in the corner, and they look to center it. Darlene stands his man up. Bergmeyer in to help out. Ponies around, looking. Back to the point. They go D to the other opposite point. A firing shot turned away by Banbury. Back behind the net. Ponies still driving. Bergmeyer checks his man off the puck, doing a good job disrupting. Potts picks it cleanly and now looks up ice. Looking. Rink wide to Wilkins. Wilkins through the red line. Gains on the left side. Just throws it down and the Hornets go for a line change. Ponies from behind the net. Working from the corner, looking up ice. Back to the point, sneaks through, and it'll have to be collected by Mizzle in the Hornet zone as he looks up ice. Long stretch pass to Dorsey. Dorsey slides it across, just intercepted, intended for Hester, and the Ponies back come the other way. 1-0, coming in, it's a clanker! Certified first clanker, no goal. From the corner, Helmer looks, wheels, deals, tries to slide it across over to Hester. Hester through the neutral zone up to Dorsey. Dorsey gains on the left side, powers down, wheels in, centers, short side shot, nothing. Off the shoulder of the Tendy. Ponies on their heels as they're deep in their territory and they cannot seem to break it out. Good interception there. Hornets pinned up against the glass. Dorsey in to try to dig the puck out. Now it slides up the near side wall. Ponies now working through the neutral zone. 2-on-2 situation. 3-on-2 now. Odd man rush as they drop the puck and roll in on the circle. Intercepted there by Ivan. Good job. Picked up by Hester. Hester tries to roll it through. Now it's Dorsey's turn. Dorsey sensing. Gets it up to Hester. Hester 1-on-3. Wheels in. Fires! Trapped away. Hornets were out of gas on that last sequence. With 9:36 remaining. Nolan on the draw. And we'll do it again. Puck tied up on the dot. Both teams banging away at it. Comes back to Potts. Back to Potts again. Potts fires into traffic. Kurvita from the corner. Looking from the circle. Sends it down low. Nolan working it. He blows a tire. It goes down. Potter pinches up. Jams it up the wall. Maintains control. Gets it down to Nolan. Nolan, nice dipsy doodle move there as he works from the wall. To Kurvita from the top of the circle. Fires into traffic. Potts knocks it down. Throws it down deep to Ferrara. Ferrara avoids a huge check. Tried to get it back to the point. And the Ponies somehow avoided a big setup there as now they reverse course. Working through, Potter does a good job stick checking that pass away. Potts throwing it to Nolan, who gains on the left side and rolls down around the circle. Looking to center, looking more. Now he's going to fire into traffic. Ponies try to get it out of the zone. Potter there, throws it on net. There's a tip, banging it, rebounded, nothing. Ferrara sends it back to Kurvita. Kurvita from the far side corner, surveys, looks, sends it, tries to get it back to Nolan. Nolan ties his man up. Somehow he gets the puck away. Back to Kurvita. Kurvita's knocked down. Bodies all over the ice as now Nolan works it from the wall. Sends it down to Kurvita. Kurvita from behind the net, looking from the corner to Nolan on the dot, looking, firing. Saved by the Tendy. Furious action with 8:11 left. Aggressive forecheck. That's what we like to see. As Bergmeyer, Ewers, and Wilkins come on, backed up by Mizzelt and Darlene. Bergmeyer from the draw sends it back to Charlie, who couldn't get the wood on it. Still holds the zone, banging away. It's still there. Charlie slides it over to Ewers, just a bit too far. Now Mizzelt slows down his man. The puck is free in the neutral zone. Bergie almost stole that one as it comes back to the Ponies, who reset. Throwing it up the wall, centering it across. Darlene picks it off. pitches it into the zone. A little dribbler. Pony Tendy had to make a save as the ferocious forecheck continues. Ewers from behind the net slides it around. Mizzle's going to get there first. Slides it up the wall, just sneaks past, and here come the Ponies. Darlene, last man back. The Ponies stopped short, they couldn't contain it. Now into the slot, banged away again. Bergmeyer looks up ice. Bergmeyer tried to power it through. Ewers gets a stick on it and just throws it into the zone as the Hornets go for a line change. Ponies through the red line, gaining on the left side, throwing it all the way down into the Hornets zone with 7 minutes to play. Puck sent up the wall, intercepted at the point. Ponies banged up on the wall. Ewers throwing it from the point. Shot off target. Darlene scoops it away. Looking up ice to Hester. Hester's wheeling, dealing, gains the line on the left side, looking at his options. Oh, he sneaks through, and the big guy whiffs on the check. All the way around it. There's the chip. There it is. More. Yes, did you see that? That's the second goal by Ivany, where he's just been the guy who's planted there, takes advantage of these little dribbling rebounds, and puts him home. I think Darlene got the helper on that. He was down there right by the net as well. Well done. As the Hornets lead 5-0 with less than 7 minutes to play. Ivany rolling down, looking to center it. There it is. There's the center. Intercepted there by the Ponies as now the reverse course with a 3-on-2 odd man rush. Through the red line, gaining on the left side, rolling through, sliding it across. Oh, another clanker! Can you believe the Clank City clanking going on? They cannot buy a goal. I think they're afraid of Banbury. Because even when they do get a shot, they're just freaked out that the guy's going to save it. No. No, it went up off over the net.
Yeah, so why is it one?
They made a mistake. They actually put a goal up for Stillwater in error, and now it has been removed because of the Clank City clank factor. Ivany on the draw, comes back to the point. Ponies looking. Long shot. Trapped away by Tyler. So we'll do it again. Ivany, puck right out, right in front, slapped away by Helmer. Hester now trying to throw it up, just a little bit too soft of a pass. Potts doing a good job holding his man to the outside. Ponies dipsy-doodling, trying to center the pass. Potts doing a great job holding his man. Putt bang back to the point. Ponies holding, firing, tipping, nothing. Ponies from the corner. Helmer doing a good job holding his man. Potts again. Potts banging away at it, Helmer banging away. There it is in the slot, picked away by Hester. Hester sliding up to Dorsey. Dorsey through the red line, now looking at his options, looking down, stopping short. Picking it up and throwing it down to Hester. Hester forgot the puck. Now he picks it up again, and now there's something. We got a tripping call. I think Hester's going to the box again. I think he likes it in there. Nonetheless, the Hornets will be shorthanded with 5:33 to play. Ferrara on the draw. He's out there with Nolan, Darlene, and Potter. Puck on the wall, trying to send it back. Ferrara now chipping it up. Here's Ferrara's turn. He's racing. He's got Nolan. Nolan picks it up. Oh, and we get an offsides. That would have been cool. Another shorty. But no. So, face off outside of the Pony zone. Ferrara trying to send it back. Pony's trying to chip it up in the wall. Darlene sends it back the other way. Not sure why there wasn't a high sticking, but hey. Ponies resetting in their own zone. They go D to D and look up ice. Rink wide pass intercepted by Ferrara. Ferrara just doing yeoman's labor, walking in. There's Nolan from the high slot firing off the mask. Nolan still holding the zone from the dot. Another quick shot, waffled away, high over the Potter taking his turn, slamming it into the 10D. Hornets doing a great job just holding the zone. Now it slides out all the way down. Icing called off. Darlene will have to pick this one up. Darlene from around the net with speed, rolling, stopping short. Down to Potter. Potter trying to slam it all the way across to Ferrara. It didn't quite make it. And Nolan pushing and harassing Pony defenders as they look to establish control and roll through the neutral zone. Gaining on the left side, Ponies walking into the high slot. A weak shot, steered away by Banbury. Now into the slot, picked up by Darlene. Darlene tried to wheel it around. He couldn't get any wood on it. And the Ponies set up shop, going back to the point. They can't hold it. Ferrara on the break. Oh, and it's just over his stick. Now Nolan's turn. Nolan slides it up. Ferrara into the zone. Ferrara's out of gas. He goes for a line change. Under 4 minutes to play. Nolan holding his men up. Now the Ponies go for the break. Dorsey coming in, trying to disrupt play, does a good job. Mizzle sliding it up to Nolan. Nolan now just throwing it softly down on the Tendy, who has to scoop it aside. Dorsey in to harass his man. They go rink wide, looking up ice. Ivany chips it down into the corner. Sliding all the way across to the near side corner. Mizzle's going to pinch up on this one, holding the wall. Ivany back on D. He slides it across to Helmer. Helmer's going to have to reset here, as both teams are at full strength. Ivany up on the wall, doing some fancy stick work as he's trying to roll through, and he stops short right on the line. Dorsey holding the Ponies into the zone. They're going D to D, looking up ice, head manning on the left side. Into the red line, walking across the blue line. The Ponies trying to drive in all the way over. Centering pass, no connection. Dorsey on the wall gets there a little bit too late as the Ponies now trying to center. Out front, one-timer. Off to the side. Helmer now from behind the net. Scooping up on the wall. Can't be held by the Ponies. Here comes Ivany rolling through. Dorsey trying to get on sides. And we get an offsides. Less than 3 minutes to play. 2:42. The 2-10 Pony guy is now out of the box. But it may be all for naught, with the scoreboard reading 5-0. Bergmeyer on the draw. Puck slides into the Pony zone as they look up ice. Throwing it up on the wall. Potts stops it short, sends it up to Ewers, who throws it right back down into the Pony territory. Stretch pass all the way up on the wall. Potter does a good job disrupting play, sending it up to Ewers. Ewers held on the line. Bergmeyer coming in, stopping it, but we do get it off sides. Face-off outside the Pony zone. Bergmeyer drops the puck. He goes down. Ponies reset. They go D to D, or maybe not. Yes, they do. Looking up ice from behind the net. Sliding it all the way back to the wall. They blow a tire right in front. Oh, did you see that? That was yours. Get that kid a contract. With 2:04 remaining, what a pass across. And the one-time cranker. Certified fresh, fresh never frozen, farm to table, cage-free, pasture-raised cranker. Kurvita now rolling on the right side, trying to drive it down. Somebody lost their glove. It's Kurvita. As the Ponies desperately try to break it out with less than 2 minutes to play. Hornets all over him. Ferrara now wheeling in, trying to get to Kurvita. Now it's Ferrara. Ferrara out front to Kurvita. Banging, banging, nothing. Yes. And Nolan scores again. When it rains, it pours. That's 7 for the home side. Yeah. No, I guess it didn't go in. I thought it went in. Everyone was congratulating. It didn't go in. Nolan's already got one. Bizzle, deep in the Hornet zone, less than a minute to play. Looking up ice to Hester. Hester, rink wide over to Dorsey. Dorsey slicing through the red line, wheeling down, stopping short, trying to center to Ivany, all the way across to Hester. Hester from the corner, looking. Knocked off the puck. Ponies sling it back the other way, and Ivany picks this one up. Working off the wall, driving across around the circle, back to Darlene. Darlene from the circle, looking, stop short, looking, sliding it across, picked off by the Ponies as they drive through. Darlene meets his man on the wall, picks up the puck with 16 seconds to play. All the way up, Hester. Looking, sliding to Ivany. Ivany gaining on the left side, walking all the way down with 10 seconds to play, holding it up on the wall, and that's going to do it, people. Hornets 6, Stillwater Ponies 0. Bambi with the shutout. Well done. Shots on goal, 34 for the Hornets, 30 for Stillwater. This is just the kind of momentum that traveling across the metro during rush hour, we deserve this. And as such, victory was ours. I don't know when the next game is, but enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, and we'll see you next time.